Next, we have Rose Shin. Back here. She is our newsletter person and our communications person. We just sent out a newsletter. You probably have not received it yet, but we just are having it mailed by Cardinal Mailing Services. And if you have a Gmail address, you should already have received the newsletter. So people who have Gmails, you already get it faster than everybody else because you get to see it online. Even if you don't have Gmail, you can go online and you can take a look at it. Account address, because you'll be sent reminders throughout the year, not every day, of course, just every now and then when we have something important. So you want to make sure that you don't miss out on anything. Because sometimes we have to announce things and there's very little time to act on it. Okay. Jeannie Fukuoka does membership. She's over there by the wheelspin. Now we have Gloria Gordon who does community services and crafts. Where's Gloria? Right there. So. Okay. Outside, right here by the door, we have Robin Hermans. She's a longtime council member, and she also does the legislative action team, government relations. Okay. Now, if you notice, the people that are on council in general are wearing red shirts. This is our official red council shirt. There are people in berry-colored shirts, and these are our helpers. Okay, so the helpers, we're going to start with Candice Chan, right there. She's in a purple shirt. She has to be different, and we like purple. Okay, Candice is the co-chair of this event. She's an events manager, including the facilities, catering arrangements, organizing the volunteers, games and prizes, and printing the registration materials. So basically, she does everything for the meeting. We wouldn't have a meeting without her, basically. Okay, next we have Linda Kumasaki, who's not here, but she organized the registration materials for us. At the registration table, we have Janice Omai. And we have Diana Stumblefield back here on this table. She did a slideshow and she set up for the audiovisual. Lynette Walker next to her. Lynette and Diana are planning for our fall general membership meeting. They arranged for the guest speakers from Waianae High School to help us with the smartphone skills that we're going to be going over. So you're not going to want to miss that if you don't know how to use your phone. And we have Joyce Aono over there by the wheelspin. And Joyce is also helping us by making leis and teaching lei making. Okay. We will now have a short message from our president, Laverne Moore. She just retired after 54 years, and she helped to start the organization. Please be kind. She's learning about the group, and she's so involved with other organizations that we are so lucky to have her.
I just want to say that I am so happy to be retired. I didn't think I would be this happy, but I'm happy. And please bear with me because this is a brand new thing. The policies and
You gotta stay one place now, kid, because I cannot keep.
The policies and rules are so different from HSDA active. And so Teresa and I, the young officers, have to learn the rules or we'll be in trouble. I took this position because as a person who started the HSDA and heard that we were not allowed to use the HSDA building for meetings, that was it. I said, okay, I'll take the president's position. And I was about to change the legal laws, but I found out, I didn't know, we're all members of HSDA as an associate member. We all pay $1 for that. And I did go in and filled out the application so our council can meet at the HSDA building. So I'm new at this. I just got training on Wednesday and Thursday, and it's overwhelming because it is so totally different from active HSTA. But I served as 3 presidents for Honolulu Chatham 3 times, and looking at what I have to do here, it's totally different. So I'm eager to learn, and I'm real old-fashioned. I started teaching in '69, and I'm a paper and pencil person, and I'm not techie. So you younger retirees, please help me learn how to do. I can't even use my cell phone, and I don't know how to use technology. But you know what's good about me? I'm an advocate. I will stand up for the underdog. I will stand up for you, and I will fight for you. And thank you guys so much for being here. Bye.
All of you, please introduce yourselves. State what subjects and grade you taught, where you taught, and something about yourself. So I'm going to start off. My name is Valerie Chatan-Brima. I taught social studies, Hawaiian history, and Pacific Island studies at Waipawa Middle School. I retired in 2016, and the thing you want to know about me is I love dogs. I have right now a 71-pound lap dog. He's a Staffy, but she's a Staffy, but she's just a really nice dog. Just loves to give people hugs and kisses.
I'm Debbie Cheryl Shampawa. I retired last year from Waipawa Middle School. I taught band, piano, and chorus. So.
Hi, I'm James Au. I retired from Waipawa Middle School. My first 7 years I spent at Nanakuli Elementary, then I transferred over to Waipawa Middle, where I was there for 25 years. So I actually just retired with 31 years and 7 months. So I taught social studies, and music and drama and English, whatever they threw at me. And yeah, retirement doesn't mean that you stop doing things. I play this full because I have so many other activities that I still do. I do Chinese lion dance. I'm part of the Sitaitu Society, which is the largest Chinese society in Hawaii. And
You Chinese? I don't know that.
this is the guy who comes follows my lion dance group and takes pictures all the time during Chinese New Year's. So yeah, and I'm also involved with church work.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Chalkberg, and lucky they made the sign for me. I've been retired a long time, May 2012. And it's wonderful. I wish I'd done it sooner. And none of you will recognize me because I was a school counselor at Keao Elementary for almost 20 years. But I did start out in Windward, so if you were in Windward, I do recognize some of you.
Good morning, my name is Tracy Lashley, just retired on June 1st. Teaching at Wheeler for the first 3 years, Wheeler Elementary, then went on to Hickam Elementary and taught music. I am looking forward to the retirement adventures.
Good morning, my name is Michelle Curiel. I retired the first of this month, August 1st, and I taught at Kaneki Middle School, teaching health. And like Tracy, I'm excited to start retirement life. Thank you.
Hi, Claire Winhauer, retired in 2015. Elementary school teacher. What else is there? Oh, and like I said, retirement, you even move more than you did at work.
Hello, I'm Janet Lee, and like Claire, I retired from Red Hill about 10 years ago. Other schools too, but the majority would be at Red Hill. I'm also retired as a special ed teacher, so maybe lasted 20 years, something like that. But yeah, I love it. I love retirement. It's great.
Hi, good morning everybody. I'm Emma Shisato. I retired June 1st also from Kapalama Elementary School, first grade. I was there 20 years, and then prior to that, we were in Japan for 8 years, and then prior to that, I was a special ed teacher as well at Palisades.
Hi, I'm Jolene Ikeda Eversito, and I just retired June 1st, and I taught second grade at Waikiki.
Everybody, I'm May Imamura Uru. I retired in 1965 to 2000, that's 35 years. Then 2024, so that's 24 years of retirement. All my 5 children went to UH and University and Kosing. I have 7 grandchildren. My pet is a little blue betta that I call Blue Board, and I've been active with HST long before your time. I'm 84 years old.
Wow. Hi, good morning. My name is Leanne Voss. I just retired, like everybody else from Wanelo High School, where I taught language arts. I'm really looking forward to new adventures, continuous learning that doesn't require writing or reading essays. And just meeting more people that are older. Thank you.
I'm Chris Quitsulu. I was teaching at Daniel K. Noe Elementary. Throughout my career, the Department of Education spanned for about 25 years. I didn't want to retire, but my husband has been retired for 12 years, and he said, stop already. So I honored my husband, and now we're doing things like traveling, taking care of grandkids, doing a lot of fun things with grandkids. I am so surprised to see how many people I've known throughout HSTA. But I am here to learn and to grow with all of you.
Hi, my name is Nancy Miller, and I retired December 31st, 2023. I was at Enchanted Lake Elementary teaching K1 and 2, mostly K. And I've retired for 6 months, and I absolutely love it. I'm doing pickleball, all kinds of classes. I volunteer at kind of the library. I mean, I've met more people, and I'm busier than ever.
I am Linda Chingon. I just retired June 1st after 34 years at Ukulele Elementary on Hickam Air Force Base. I was a curriculum coordinator there for the last 20 years. And before that, I taught 6th grade. Let's see, and everybody says like, oh, are you gonna come back and volunteer at school? No way, I love it. I'm actually really busy. I had my son when I was much older, so my son is going to UH Manoa. So getting him situated in his grandmother's house, my mother's house, has been just really, really busy. So it's not like, yeah, we're bored and have nothing to do. We're very busy, but it's good to be retired.
Hi, I'm Joni Wong. I recently retired as well in the Central District from Pearl Harbor Elementary. Taught 30 years in special education, and I really enjoyed all my years. I have no regrets. Moving out into retirement, like anything else, is kind of helping my parents, doing things and so forth, but also taking care of myself. And my husband and I are going to start traveling soon, but he's going to retire in September. So our first big trip is Japan in November, so I'm looking forward to that.
Hi, I'm Laura Gorder, and I retired in 2017. And yes, retirement is busier than regular school life. So yeah, enjoy it. You know, new chapter, new book, new people, have fun.
Hi, I'm Joyce Ona. I retired in 2017. I was at Waikele Elementary for 17 years. I'm really loving retirement, especially not having to teach during the pandemic. That was so good. Loving doing my craft and yard work every day. Great exercise.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Fukuoka, and I retired in 2003 from Solomon Elementary School, and that was the only school that I was at. I'm enjoying retirement. I'm on the council, and I hope some of you will join us because we need new membership to be leaders. Like I said, I retired in 2003, so I think I'm one of the I'm the oldest one here now, but I enjoy coming to these activities just to socialize and find out what's happening because things have changed. Okay, thank you.
I'm Rose Shin. I retired 2012 so I could help take care of my grandson. And I was at Maukalani Elementary in Makakilo, first grade teacher most of the time, and then second grade. And then shortly after it, I started being active in HSTA, retired Oahu, and I invite all of you to be involved too. Come to the events, take a leadership role, maybe volunteer sometimes, and have fun.
Hi, I'm Janice O'Malley. I retired in 2017. I started off at Ilima Intermediate as a SPED teacher, and then I did a couple of years at Pearl Ridge L, and then I ended up at Waterloo Meadow for maybe 20 years and retired from there. But what I wanted to share is that I'm still subbing. I'm a substitute teacher. And it's not because I miss the kids. I don't miss the kids at all. And they're kind of actually sassy, some of them. So, teachers allow them to eat, and I don't. I come in there and they say, well, we can eat here. I said, but I'm not Mr. So-and-so, and they gotta put their snack away. But the thing is, you make about $160 a day take home, and you have no lesson plans. You go home and you can send them to the principal's office if they give you a hard time. It's really easy. So if you wanted something before, like I wanted something, maybe like something worth $300, I go, oh, that's only 2 sub days. And it's really easy money, really. And they need subs, so.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Easy money. Hi, I'm Teresa Shimizu. I retired in 2022. Right after that year when they wanted us back after COVID to do the weird online, half of them here, half of them not. That's when I was like, no, I have to get out. I was at Farrington High School. All these elementary school teachers, I think me and Diana, the only secondary. And now in retirement, yes, I travel a lot. I have a travel trailer and a big truck that I store in Vegas, and we go up like every 6 months or so, and we go on a travel trailer trip around to state parks, national parks. It's good fun.
Hi, I'm Candice Chan. I was teaching at Jarrett Intermediate first, and that was for 2 years part-time. I couldn't survive on that salary. So, back in the day, it used to be, I don't know if the younger ones know, but we used to make only like 13,700 or something like that. So I was making like 6,000 whatever. And so I was just telling at the NEA, we were telling the younger ones, what it was like. And I thought I couldn't live on that because after you took out taxes, it was like I had to live at home basically. So anyway, I was lucky enough that Laverne guys fought for people to be able to move districts. And so I was able to get out of Honolulu District, and I got to Mililani High School, which I served the rest of my time there. So I have like about 36 years total. Yeah, so anyway, so I live like really close to the high school, but I don't sub. The plan was to sub, but then the pandemic hit. So I decided I'm gonna stay away and keep us safe. And then, it never happened because Val pulled me in. She was the secretary at the time. She goes, we need somebody to come and help. So I got sucked in. And then, and so I've been doing events ever since. Well, I was doing Aloha Chair first, and then I switched over to events. So anyway, we are trying to grab the newer people. So like James, we knew he was retiring. So we're like, okay, you're gonna come. And then we saw Laverne. So several of us went up to nationals this year. So Stephen was one of them, Jeannie, and myself. Am I missing? And Cliff is not here right now. And some of you did try to get in, but that's the normal election we have in the spring. So if you guys want to be a delegate, just to even come to our state meeting, or if you want to run for nationals, that's where you can get started. But you have to kind of start getting busy helping out with council. So anyway, I didn't tell you what I taught. I used to teach culinary, so the food service. I did that first, and I used to do FCLA. And then after I switched off to the health services program, so I was doing HOSA. So we used to go for a lot of national competitions. And actually, Mililani was really good. We won a lot. So Val used to come with us, and we used to, your turn. And we used to have her help us too, because we had such a big contingent.
Good morning, Stephen Fong. Most of my career was at Southern Elementary, 3rd grade. Yeah, a lot of familiar faces. I'm really committed to get people involved, so please, start off with maybe coming to our council meetings, or we're looking for leadership roles. I'm doing it selfishly because I realized that I don't want to turn into somebody, like drooling when I get older. And so I thought, I'm going to get involved with groups. So every day I get involved with exercise group. So please come join us. I'm trying to get learning technology, and I do have videos. So I'm not sure I can get them, but we do have some videos on the national level. I'm going to make a video now, and hopefully you guys are, wanted on the America's Most Wanted, because they're going to be on. Anyway, again, please join us. Thank you.
Please support our digital workshop, because Diana and Rena have been really taking this on and working with the Waianae High School people. And we did this because we see that people are having so much problems trying to learn how to use their phone. So we've been trying to come up with something that will help you to learn better about, maybe the basics, and then we're gonna try to see if we can, improve on that. Okay, thank you.
My name is Rena Walker. I retired last year, so 1 whole year now. I'm just starting my new retirement trip, so on Thursday I'm gonna go to Japan, Bali, and Thailand. So that should be exciting, and when we come back, I'll tell you how it is. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Diana Stelfrick. I'm from Waianae High School. I retired in 2021, October. So I've been out for 3 years, yeah? So I joined HSTA right after when I saw there was a meeting. And then I was pulled in, and I'm actively volunteering. Thank you. Oh, also, I'm very busy as well, so I do tennis, background. So I'm going on a trip in September to the red carpet. They're having a show on Lost. I love that show.
Wow.
Nice.
Good morning, I'm Geraldine Cano, retired librarian from Nanakuli Elementary. And I'm just being Uber to my nephew who is in middle school. So the mother and the father both work early, so they ask if I can take him to school and pick him up, so that he doesn't get into any kind of trouble. And he has been in the office many times. Good morning, I'm Geraldine Cano, retired librarian from Nanakuli Elementary. And I'm just being Uber to my nephew who is in middle school. So the mother and the father both work early, so they ask if I can take him to school and pick him up, so that he doesn't get into any kind of trouble. And he has been in the office many times.
Aloha, I'm Meg Takahama. I retired the 1st of June. I was 12 years, started out at Solomon Elementary for 12 years, so I know some of these Solomonites. And I, after driving across the island for 12 years during the van cam, remember those van cameras? I didn't get caught, but we lived in fear of all those speed traps coming from Kailua every day. And then I was able to transfer to a school 15 miles from home, 15 minutes from home, Waimanalo Elementary and Intermediate. I taught there for 16 years, so retired after 28 years. I was very fortunate to have gotten picked up as a preschool special education teacher. I always thought when I went into teaching that I would be a 5th grade teacher. And I tell people that I ended up with a 5 with a less than sign in front of it instead of a 5 with a TH sign after it. But it was a perfect match for me, and I really, really love it and really, really miss it to a certain extent. But I will be missing the Monday class you have on technology, because I will be in my technical mathematics class. I was waiting to hear if any was a retired math teacher because I want your number. I'm starting next week at HCC for a 2-year program in carpentry. So that will keep me very busy.
Good morning. My name is Fran Bellinger. I retired in 2017 from the department. I spent 31 years with the DOE. I was a Central District resource teacher for drug-free schools and all that fun stuff. And the last gig, I was at King Intermediate School for 24 years, teaching 8th grade PE and team sports. I started up the intermediate sports program, which is island-wide, and we have volleyball, basketball, pickleball, wrestling, and foosball. So my successor, they're carrying it on. So the go-to place, we had schools from all over come in. 31 years in the department. Prior to that, 13 years at Maryknoll High School, teaching health education and developed the curriculum there. Then I left when I realized they have no retirement in the private school. And then I learned what an at-will employee was. I didn't know about due process that you have with a union. When I found out, I hightailed out of there. Because every year when the school year would start, I would say, hey, what happened to so-and-so? And they said, she's not here anymore. And then I find out that you could, at will, you could be there Friday and Monday you're gone. I didn't realize that, and I love my union. So I can say I'm a DOE has-been, but I'm an active HSTA member, okay? HSTA first, then DOE, in that order. I like Laverne. We've been there, we've done it all the way. Dread, blood, and tears. Like Laverne, I wasn't there in 1969, I was still in college, Laverne. Okay, but I got involved at local level, Windward chapter, then state, and then NEA. I was on the NEA board for 7 years, and 1 year I got elected by my peers at the NEA. There's 200 NEA directors in Washington, D.C. That 1 year we had the international conference. You put your name up, you gave a speech to your peers, and I was one of the lucky 15 that got voted to go to Ottawa, Canada, representing the NEA at the international level. So I went from here to there, okay? I enjoy my retirement, and like that lady down there, free money, so. You know why? As a retiree, I don't work. That's a 4-letter word, I don't go there. W-O-R-K. However, you've been a professional for 20, 35 years. You know how to teach. I don't have to learn how to manage a classroom. But if I have to learn something new, no, I don't want to work. So, back there, I agree with her. And a friend of mine, she subs at least 5 days a month to pay for her van car payment. Okay, so if you're thinking about buying something, just sub, and it's easy. And I was telling Nick here, on the sheet when you sub, there's a whole pile of papers you gotta fill out. But if you only can sub on one district on the island, you cannot go island-wide. So if you check Windward, I don't wanna go to Sunset or Manalo, that's a big district. But the second box underneath, by appointment only. So the teachers who want me to sub, they call me, I know them, hey, she got great classroom management, I'll go to her. But if somebody else calls me and she has a zoo in her classroom, I just say, well, I'm not available, okay? So you get to pretty much pick it. But yeah, take home pay. All you guys have there's sub 1, sub 2, sub 3. Sub 3 right now is $197, but take home is about $160. She's correct, I do that. And it just, I'm not touching my retirement. I use that as whole money. And another thing I do is retirement, and I've been doing it since 13 years ago when I was active. I teach driver's education at Moanalua High School, behind the wheel, okay? The state car is parked in front of my house right now. As a matter of fact, Mr. Bush just retired.
Yes.
I worked with him many years, okay? And then your principal, Miss Martin, she's a wonderful person. Anyway, other than that, I travel, I go holo holo, and I don't have to wake up to an electronic rooster in the morning.
Just gonna tell a couple of jokes just to give everybody a little break from having to think and remember who the people are. Remember when you're a teacher, you have always that one student who comes in at the last minute and says, "Teacher, can I do something to help my grade?" And the teacher looks at the student and says, frustrated, "Well, it is May." And the student says, "I am sorry, may I do something to help my grade?" Okay, another one. How many retirees does it take to change a light bulb? The answer? Only one, but it might take all day and require a nap in the middle of it. Our next speaker is Jill Horry from the Employer Union Health Benefits Trust Fund, EUTF.
Hi, my name is Jill. I'm from EUTF, and we also have Emily back there. We're for the Employer Union Health Benefits Trust Fund. We're the office that handles your health insurance. So we have a short presentation today, and after the presentation, we'll have a question and answer session. So let's get started. So in October, we have what's called an open enrollment. This year, it's going to be from October 14th to the 31st.
This one, then I'll pass it on to Lynn. Okay. Because she's the one that heads this group. She couldn't make it today. Okay. I was telling her about how Lynn does this group. Okay. Who? Lynn. It's actually guard.
This is the one that made those plants for our volunteer.
You weren't here. The new people didn't see it, but she planted these plants and she gave them away at our volunteer recognition.
Yeah, and everybody got one. It was like, wow, over 50 of us, got a plant to take home, and they actually had a
She even
activity.
had instructions on how to take care of it.
Yeah.
That's good because I need
My question is, why do I kill all my succulent plants?
Yeah.
I can't do, like people say, oh, it's easy. Like,
I have a brown
She
thumb.
said
One thing is people water it too much.
Yeah, that's what they said, or this needs so much sun, right? Yeah.
She told me, the one that I took home, don't water it more than once a month. And I said,
Oh.
once a month? I leave it like a kilo, it's gonna die. But what she said, I think is maybe true. Because I haven't watered it. I have it where the sprinkler gets it once a week. And it's doing fine.
Oh.
I'm used to watering every day,
I'm
right?
trying to not. I told him, I said, don't water it, but then it still dies.
I need your name and put it up.
I love to travel. Ever since I was 16, I won a free trip to Maui in an oratorical contest. So I got a taste of it. 16, you never travel. Then college, and then there's joint club. But as a teacher, we did excursions, and then we got a little further. I didn't take any kids like to the Big Island, like fourth graders here. I did send some of my students, pay their fare, so they got a taste of it. And traveling is so educational, you know. So when I graduated, after from college, because I had no money. So when I worked, I joined the church group, the Buddhist group, white teens, anything that's travel. And money part was no problem because I worked at the cannery for 7 summers, so I could afford. And then when I got married, and that's when I wanted to travel more with my children, and they love traveling too. So I bought land on Big Island, Maui timeshare, so with that. And then I myself said, my parents went around the world, so I said, I think I can afford that. So I've been this far, and then this far, so I just have a little bit, and I don't know how to connect it. That's Dubai and around there, but it's hard to go this way or this way. But my children inherit, and we have family reunions. We go to Japan, Paris. Next year we're going to Portland, even to Caribbean, whatever the people in our family. So that's how we exchange. We're traveling, and my goal is Dubai. I don't know if it's hard to get, but it's on my bucket list. Oh, and Disneyland is April. Okay, next.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, hi, I'm Jeannie Fukuoka, and I love to travel.
can't say there's a favorite place or, where that I like the best, but and you would think that if you went to Japan or Europe, Vegas wouldn't be a favorite. That's my favorite place. I haven't been to Korea, so I would think, maybe soon if someone's going, I can go on that trip.
All right, thank you.
So I do enjoy traveling. One of the things that I like to do is we go on a lot of the Disney cruises. So wherever Disney goes on their cruise is great. We're waiting for one of their newer ships to start because they're gonna start hitting Asia, and that's the one I'm really looking forward to. So waiting for that. But yeah, I mean, you think that when you retire you have more time, but actually I'm kind of really busy right now. So, but yeah. Disney is good.
Hi, I'm Jolynn. I haven't really traveled much through COVID, so I'm just starting up, and then my mom invited me to go with her in 2026 to Antarctica on one of the cruises, so I'm looking forward to that. Well, it's more a cruise, I think.
I'm Bonnie, and the best thing about being retired is you can finally travel in August, because before you're working. So as soon as I retired, I could do things with people that weren't teachers, that are friends of mine, which is really nice. But the best thing I've discovered is when I first started teaching, I rediscovered my friend who lives on Maui, and she and I both have husbands that don't like to travel. So we're like the Bobbsey twins now in traveling places. And our husbands are thrilled because they're like, yay, they're not bugging us. They can go with each other. And if you're looking for, so I've actually done a lot of traveling. So this is an interesting suggestion. Probably the two favorite places I've gone to are Bhutan.
Where's that?
Bhutan. Bhutan. Bhutan is a small, they're trapped sort of there by, Bhutan is by China and India.
Okay, so
and
the happiest.
That's right, because I wanted to see a country whose goal is the happiness of the country. And if you're a Buddhist person, you're like, oh my God, I'm in a Buddhist country? It is so wonderful because people's attitude is totally different from Western, and you can make Buddhist jokes and they get it, which is really nice, and you can get in that frame of mind. And now I'd be too old to do it, but if you can do it, go to the Tiger's Nest, TIGERS_SNEST. It is like a monastery thing. That's what it was. And it's incredible. It's totally incredible. And I actually took a wrong turn and went farther, which was meant to be that day. And the other place I really like is Mongolia, because you get an idea of infinity. It's huge, and I do not know how those drivers figure out what to do, because there are no roads. They're not using GPS, and I guess they're like the mountains this way, and they figure out which way to go. So that's also a really cool place to go. Next.
Hi, I always like to travel, so I want to say the year after I retired, I went on 7 trips.
Oh, good for you.
I mean, just one after the other, and I just kind of got it out of my system. But one goal I have is to go all 50 states. So I think I have about 12 more left. Yeah. But I like to travel places I haven't gone around the world.
I just retired June 1st, so I plan to travel too. My family lived in Japan for 8 years, so I traveled throughout Japan and a lot of the Asian countries. went to Europe, Italy, like that. So I guess my goal would be to go to different continents, I guess, and see the world.
Again, I recently retired too, and my first trip after I retired was to Columbus, Ohio. So people, why Columbus, Ohio, of all places? Well, my friend's daughter works for Abercrombie and Fitch. She's a designer, so I said, what the heck? Let's go to Columbus. It was a beautiful place. I had a beautiful time. The weather was nice. Went to a county fair and everything. Everything fried you wanted to see everything was fried there. But our next trip is coming up in November, as I mentioned, to Japan. And I was looking online for all these kind of different ideas, and then what's called Air Kitchen. Have you heard of that? So actually, they advertise people's homes. You can learn how to cook. So I want to learn how to make ramen and gyoza because I love to eat it. But then you can actually go to a person's home and they teach you how to cook. So I think I'm gonna there's 4 of us that are traveling. So I'm gonna suggest that we go to like an Air Kitchen and learn how to cook Japanese dishes. So that's one thing I'm gonna look forward to. Other than that, I don't know, my bucket list is open, so hopefully I can do more check marks throughout my retirement.
Hi. Okay, I retired last year, and for the first time, my kids sent me on a cruise. It was great. I loved it, and I'm looking forward to doing more. I'm hoping to do Japan sometime, and the things I like about retiring, I can sleep late. Yeah, I love that. And I started watching Korean dramas. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. So maybe someday I'll go to Korea as well.
Hi, good morning. Fran Bellinger. I love to travel. I didn't wait till I retired. I started in '99 when I was a free and single mom with kids, but I managed to travel during Christmas, fall break, and summer. I love to travel so much that I've been to all 7 continents, 75 foreign countries, all 50 states, 28 out of the 30 Major League Baseball stadiums, and I just did 7 this past summer. What I like about retirement, I can pick up and travel anytime I want. I can, right now. You give me 2 hours, I can be at the airport ready to go. My bag comes home, it's still got stuff in it. I can be there depending where we're going. If it's cold weather, I gotta bring the bigger luggage because of the coat. But if it's summertime, I'm off. Favorite spot? Mongolia. Been there twice. Outstanding. And Western China in Xinjiang province where the Uyghurs are being genocided by the Chinese government. I mean, I don't want to get political, but you got to see the people living in rural China and Asia. Shanghai, Hong Kong, that's all Western-y, kind of. They use credit cards, so you go places where they don't use plastic. Next month, I'm going to go to the Central Asia. Where is Central Asia? It's between Turkey and Western China. It's the 5 stands: Turkestan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. I can't remember all the 5 stands, but it's not Pakistan and Afghanistan. They're below. We're kind of up, and so that whole area, the hotels we're staying at, 5 of them do not have Wi-Fi or website, and I just went to an orientation meeting. They said that you pack light because when we go to 5 of the stands, you go through the country, the border. So you gotta, from this side, you have to tow your luggage 300 yards to the next border, okay? And then you gotta load up your own luggage. There's no porters or anybody. So you gotta pack light and small, drink a lot of water, wear shoes, and that's it. So I love that. That's what I do.
What's your cell phone? Is there a certain app that you?
It depends on your carrier.
Yeah. If you get T-Mobile, you can use them everywhere.
Depending.
Oh, okay.
Like I put mine on airplane mode as soon as I get on the
that's
plane
what you
here
do.
till I come back. Because if not, you're gonna be paying
big money.
bucks, even to South America, Africa, all over there.
Oh, you put it on airplane mode when you
I
get to
put it
that
on airplane
country.
mode. It's up to you.
As soon as you leave.
Yeah, I
When
thought
you
you
just
turned
leave it,
on.
and so it's on. But what's going to happen is you can always get Wi-Fi, but that is going to prevent the roaming and all
The
those
roaming
other
from
charges.
getting your thing. Because when you get to the hotel, usually you stay in decent hotels. The hotels get Wi-Fi free. But where we're going to go to outer area. It's a hotel, it's decent, but they're up in the mountains and they don't have all that fancy stuff. Remember, it's Turkestan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, all the 5 stands. I'm looking forward to that. Right now it's on 90 degrees. It's very hot there, except one place we're going to go up into the mountains.
What kind of plan or whatever your thing is. So for example, the plan I have, it's all the states, Canada, you don't get charged.
It depends. You gotta know.
Yeah, you gotta know your company.
And also, if you go foreign, you better have a passport. And don't say, "Oh, we're gonna go next month," because the passport, depending, it's good for 10 years. Okay, so you gotta plan ahead.
Retirees, what recommendation can you give us that would help the new retirees coming out? Anybody? Yeah. Well, you got one. Good.
There was just all that conversation about EUTF and ERS. Yeah, I said that right. Just to be sure and tell people to, one, get that started early. Don't wait until last minute, as well as the Social Security element of it. And again, go in person and get that set up several months ahead of when you plan to retire. Because it sounds like a lot of people were caught off guard regarding Social Security or any of those, the medical insurance.
Medicare B.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Meg.
Yes.
So, retirees going to the different chapters. So for Liebert, who are our representative going to Liebert? So it's Rose and
Robin.
So you heard what the retiree recommendation is, the EUTF and the paperwork that they need to look at. So you're with Liebert. Liebert, who is on Liebert people? You're the pro.
I give them a report every month. So
You give them a report every month. Right on.
it's on their website too. Anybody who is a member of CSTA, my report is posted on Windward's website. It is also posted on the state's secretarial minutes on the retirees website.
Oh, thank you. Teresa, you heard that. You and I are Honolulu.
Yeah.
And so we are the two retirees that go to the RA and update them on what's going to happen when they retire.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you agreed.
My plan is now, after hearing the EUTF stuff, tell them, do one at a time. Don't try to get Social Security, pension, retire, and all same time, it's gonna be a mess. One at a time. Do this one, then go to the next one.
okay, so we got Honolulu, Liebert, Windward. Who are our central people?
Just me.
Oh, look at Jay.
You're not central.
What?
Okay, what did you learn that you're gonna share at the next RA for the central chapter?
Okay, so definitely I want to mention about that lag in benefits. That's something that everybody needs to know about, and if they do have doctor's appointments and prescriptions that they need to fill right after they retire, they should be calling ETF right away.
That is right. Any other advice for the new retirees that they wish they had had the information? Going once? Going twice? You got one? No, you panic. Okay. So, you got one? Okay.
it's actually really funny, but I tell people that what you want to do is you don't want to, my advice is based on my girlfriend's dad, who's an engineer, so it's very much like what an engineer would say. I looked at retirement as, now I actually have like a specific kind of schedule, because you don't want to be the person that's in front of the TV eating bonbons and drifting around and, oh, should I eat now? Should I do this? So because I make a schedule for myself as if it was work, it's fabulous. So I'm like, you get 1 hour to do this, you get 1 hour to do this, and I try to do a schedule so that my being retired is relatively productive. And thanks to COVID, I got into walking 10,000 steps a day, which is not that difficult. You have something like a Fitbit, you're gonna find out that running around in your house, you actually do a lot of steps. So the good thing about that is you don't become the person that's, oh, I can't find a parking space close to the store. I'm like, oh good, I'm gonna take the really far parking space because I'm gonna get a lot of steps. So my doctor actually, so now I don't have to lie when I go to the doctor. He says, oh, do you exercise? And I go, yes, I do. And he's actually told me that it's made a difference as far as things like osteoporosis, which is what they worry about for women. Because I do all that walking, it's great. And because I like to travel, that's the other winner, because I discovered that I don't get that tired going on all these trips. So that's sort of my advice. And expand your hobbies. I usually tell people before you retire, think about what you like to do in your spare time and think or whatever hobby that you're going to expand that. So I think most retirees will all agree they're busier now and happier than when they were working. And so I was laughing and telling them, and the best thing about being retired is I no longer have to talk to people I don't like.
Now we have the treasure and the evaluation.
Now, a different role, different hat. We're almost ready to eat, right?
We're almost ready to eat, right?
Okay.
Evaluation.
There's the little program that you got. In the bottom, there's a square, that's a QR code. And that's how you get to the evaluation. And it's short, it's really short. We're asking just for your name and your email, and then a couple of questions about the event. So first thing you have to do though is make sure that your phone connects to the Wi-Fi or you have some kind of internet connection, either through your phone service plan.
Your camera.
So make sure you're on the internet.
Oh wait, it is your camera.
How do you do it?
That will be in the next session in the fall.
And we haven't eaten yet, so if you want to wait until after the food, but it's going to be fabulous.